Bum 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 bum. Bookmobile! How's it going? It's After Hours with Frank Powers, that's right. And we're on 99.1 FM Downtown Radio. It's Saturday night. Thanks for hanging out. I like the noir look of what we've got going on. It's me, it's your BFF, it's your best Frank forever. It's Miss Natalia Lopez. What's up, Shane? How's it going? And we're hanging out talking about the Bookmobile. That's right. Because you know what happened? What's up, Stacy? You know what happened? We won! We won our big competition, that's right. So it's a good time. So I'm going to jump on the thing right now. Where's my cans? Where's my cans? Are these my cans?
Those are your cans.
All
Mine
right.
are on my head.
Hey, I was about to say, cans on your head, that's right. What's up, Robbie? I'll see you tomorrow for wrestling.
Boom.
Yes. I love that song. I can do anything set to that song. That's right. So now we got a big special block of music coming up because you know what? That's right. Me and Talia, we are the champions. We won a big competition, not just a contest, a competition in a business class. And now, not first, but business class, okay? But we did that, and now our business is getting a bunch of, I'd say, office supplies funding, some office space, some all this cool stuff from the Startup Tucson organization, and we crushed it. So it's a good time, and I am one of the underwriters for the thing, so you can be sure to look for the comic Bookmobile coming soon, because that's what we're working on, and that's what the theme of today's show is all about, or tonight's show. It's all about winning, triumph, and victory. It's a good time. So, we got a live stream going over on Facebook. It's a good time. So come watch our live stream. It's super fun. We're going to be talking all about all the fun stuff that we did all on Wednesday at the Startup Tucson event. So check that out. It's all about winning. It's all about triumph. It's all about a big, fun, crazy bus, I think. So let's get started. And what are we going to do, Talia? What do you think I think I know what we're going to do with. We're going to start it with Megadeth. Megadeth victory. That's how we do it here on 99.1 FM Downtown Radio. Tucson Underground radio station. A winning radio station, that's right. Megadeth. Oh, there's a nice, there it is. There it is. Ha ha ha! Heck yeah. So now let's tell you everything that happened on Wednesday.
Can you lower that a little bit?
I will, let me lower. Let's lower these tunes. There we go. All right, let's write down, keep track of the radios, you got that? Keep track of the songs we're playing. So, yep. Oh, don't lose your pens. So yeah, so it was a big, big good time. What's up? What's up, Jimmy? So it was a big good time on Wednesday. So what happened was, let's explain everything that happened. So me and Natalia have been in the Startup Tucson Thrive program. It was a 12-week course, all right, because, or actually it was an 11-week course, but it started like a week or so. The music is about as loud as my outfit, that's right. Look out, look out, big pam pow. This is my onomatopoeia pantsuit, that's right. The kids love it. So on Wednesday was the big finale of this. So it started out as the Thrive Startup Weekend, and that was a 3-day weekend event. All right, and we didn't realize that it was a competition. So we entered that, and we're just learning about the business because we had to pivot ConstantCon, because we had to put ConstantCon kind of on the shelf for a second, and we were looking to relocate to 4th Avenue, which would be a success, and maybe somewhere else. But a lot of that really didn't, it wasn't panning out, and we had started the concept of the Bookmobile. So now, with that, we kind of kept going forward with that, and that's what we presented at the weekend. And we made it to the finals, which was amazing. So without even really trying, we made it to the finals. So that happened, and it was great. And then we looked into taking the course, but the course was not, it was expensive. And we did such a good job over the weekend that they said you should apply for, we have like a grant if you don't have enough money. Just tell us what you can afford and whatever. And I put down a number, and they agreed. And I was like, really? I was shocked. And when I asked someone about it later, they said that we saw that you're an opportunity that this place can't pass up, and you deserve an opportunity based on. And I was like, wow, thank you for noticing. And like, that was cool. You know, it's cool when you get recognized, and that's what this ends up being about. So then for 12 weeks, or 11 weeks, me and Natalia, since July all the way till the other day, woke up every single Saturday at 7 a.m., every Tuesday we met, and every Thursday we met.
6 a.m. 6 a.m.
All right, I woke up and said she was driving, so I had a little extra sleepy time. But I would work. I would work till 4 in the morning and 5 in the morning, and then we'd get up at 7 or 8 and like, or 6. And like, and we would do all that, and we were like putting ourselves through the ringer. But man, like, worth it, obviously. And it would have been worth it if we didn't win, because we did take away a lot. We figured out exactly what our business is. We pivoted several times. We were going to have it be a party bus for a minute, and then that was like, no.
Nope.
I don't want to be sweeping up after drunks and taking people to their terrible concerts and all this nonsense that I don't care about. I want to help kids and be fun and go to Comic-Con events and art events and things like that. So we got rid of the party bus idea and stuck with the school idea, and then really started to find out all the information that we could do about the school system, what's wrong with it, where we could help, what we could do. And it turns out that the Bookmobile business is more than just a library that shows up to your school. It turns into kind of a motivational life coaching as well as an inspirational assembly. Okay?
And comedy show.
And comedy show, and art demonstrations and art classes and library stuff. So there's a lot of layers to it, and that's kind of the trick. So what me and Ty are actually going to do for you tonight is we're going to do our pitch. We're going to do our pitch. Okay? Thank you. It is. Thank you, Danielle. It is proof that hard work pays off. That's right. Hard work all day. So that's the thing is that, so we're going to do our pitch for you. And we just got to pay attention to the radio. But we're going to do our pitch for you that we did that won us the whole night. And hopefully, I think you'll enjoy it. You'll see why we won. You'll see why we won. What's up, Kenneth? How you doing, Ken? Ken, we're hanging out tomorrow for wrestling, I hope you know.
Can we put the laptop there so I can look at it?
No, we're going to show them the slides.
Okay.
And we're just, remember,
I need to look at the slides
you don't.
for me to remember.
She's terrified. She's going to do it wrong.
I totally
We can't do it wrong for the people.
Yes, I can totally do it wrong.
We can do
I
it.
read off the slides,
It's
Frank.
fun. No, you didn't read off the
Yeah,
slides.
totally
You
read
see how
off
she
the
doesn't?
slides.
She already won. She already won, and she doesn't believe in herself.
Oh my
She's
God.
She's a lunatic. Lunatic walking. Here we go. Now we're going to go the distance. Metal cover up the distance, which I love. I wanted to play the song, like the original, which is great. But so let's tell you everything about it. That I mean, did we sum it? Did we sum it up? Should we go into the presentation? Or should we just talk more about the class?
I think we kind of gave him my idea of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to try and burst into doing this thing? Do you want to attempt it, or are you a big baby?
You're a jerk.
She's being a baby.
You're a jerk.
See? That's right, Taya. Let's go. You can just have fun. See?
Yeah.
See, Stacy knows.
I read the entire time though,
Stacey
with
knows
the
what's up.
exception of this.
But you're going to be able to look at it.
bit.
No one to judge. Oh, you see what it takes, folks. You see what it takes.
I'm just saying.
This
I want to see it.
is literally what the program I provide is. I motivate people to achieve things. And look what I can do. Look what I can do. And watch her execute greatness in about a minute and a half. All right? After all of this. Oh, she already won. And she, I don't know. She already won. This is like hitting a grand slam, being afraid to round the bases. Okay? Why don't you relax? Relax. It can't go wrong. It can't go wrong.
You're lucky we're live streaming this so that you
don't
know.
throttle me. I have
Yeah.
witnesses to her abuse. Okay? So let's go ahead and I want to find. Do we have a long song on here maybe that I could play? Do you know one of these that's very long?
No idea. Well, if you go into the second one, the what is
This
it?
one?
The random one.
Okay.
But it's like
No, I don't want
instrumental.
random. I want.
No, well,
something.
there was one that got into the random one. It's basically the montage from Creed, the sequel to Rocky, but it's about Creed's kid. Creed's
okay.
kid. There's this long kind of bit, but it's instrumental.
All right, well, let's do it.
It's under random. It should be Creed soundtrack Fighting Stronger.
Awesome.
Epic remix.
Epic remix.
Yeah.
That's as long as any of the song, based on file size.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with the winning folder.
Okay. Go to winning folder.
Okay.
Part 1, part 2.
All right, boom. Whatever. I'll just pay attention to it. Oh, this is so good. Oh, we're gonna do. Actually, no. After this, I think this is a nice long song. No,
Which
that's
one?
the same.
Yeah, I
Two
don't know.
Steps from Hell, Victory is the longest song on here. So maybe we'll play that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll play that next.
Okay.
All right. What's up, Cynthia? What's up, Howard? How's it going? So we're going to do our demonstration of what won us the comic Bookmobile. Here comes our entire super fun PowerPoint presentation that we did. And again, we just have to keep track of what's going on the radio. So let's do that. Are you ready to do it, Talia? Do you feel good?
Let's just do it.
Don't be. What do you mean? Are you almost as if you're not excited? Are you excited to do it? Of course you are. What are you afraid of, Talia? You're the best around. No, to keep you down. Come on, Talia. You can do it. Here we go. All right.
Do you want to start the new song first before we do it, though?
All right, we'll start
So
the new
we're
song
not-
first, right?
we're not
so we're
like-
prepared and ready. So what happened was this. So here was the event of the night. The night was 15 companies, had 7 minutes each to do a presentation, a big slideshow presentation, all the other stuff. Basically, we learned lots of things. Telling stories is a good way to do it. We told a story. Being yourself is really one of the biggest lessons, and that was something a lot of the people told us. And that's where we're really good at that sort of thing. If you're not already aware. There we go. from Battle Cry. 2 Steps from Hell. Victory. Oh, from the album Battle Cry. Yes. Okay. Are you ready to rock?
Sure.
So first we walked out like this on the stage, and I walked out to bam, 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 and it was fun. All right. And then this was the thing. So now
I don't think they can really see.
I'm getting it. You have to. Can you scoop that up for me? Can't hurt myself.
Don't hurt yourself.
Won't hurt my backbones.
Stop
Here we go.
hurting it.
And I believe they'll be able to see it. This thing comes to
See,
comes
that's
to life,
gonna
right?
kinda-
And now I'm gonna.
Now we can't be seen.
Who cares?
All right.
Let's go with. Is this less bright? More bright? Less bright.
I don't know how this works.
There's less bright. See? There you
Okay.
go. So there's less bright, and there you'll be able to see the slides. There you go. You see the
And
slides?
everything will be back.
Yeah. That's great. Okay. So there we go.
You went too far.
So here we go. So all right, here we go. Here comes our thing. So this will be kind of fun. There's a way to do it, right? Right, Ty? And pay attention to the radio. Pay attention to the sounds. Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Here we go. So Ty, I think we have a story tonight for all the people here.
It's a horror story, Frank.
No.
There's an epidemic going on.
Oh God,
it's
what?
Spreading throughout our school system.
No, what?
It's eating our kids.
What could it be? What is it?
It's zombies.
No,
Frank.
zombies, no! Oh God, this can't be true!
Yes, it's totally true, Frank.
That's right, it is true. This is not a work of fiction. This is unfortunately the reality that's happening in our school systems all over. Oh, what's up, Aaron? We're doing the presentation. This is unfortunately what's happening in our school systems all over the nation. It's been happening for a long time, and there's a problem with our kids' creativity, and the school system is killing it. Go ahead.
All right. Our kids' coping skills and their ability for having new ideas is plummeting.
That's right. If you can't learn to be original, if you can't learn to be wrong, you'll never come up with anything original. That's right. So that was Mr. Ken Robinson. Sir Ken Robinson said that. So what's some of the reasons for some of this? Uninspired teachers, lack of funding in general, or just entire courses being cut entirely? No. So that's the thing that we realize, is that the secrets to the boardroom start in the art room. Trying, failing, what was it? Learn, practice, try, fail, and repeat.
Mix in a little passion, patience, and persistence.
That's right, and you got a future CEO on your hands. Look out. So, that's what we're going to teach you about tonight, is that all these skills, teamwork, team building, adaptation, all that stuff, a lot of these traits that you learn in the art room. And that's what this is all about. It's about having the creativity to create and be successful as adults. So how do we put a stop to this plague, Talia?
We add a little art.
That's right. Ding, there it is. We had a little art. And we get things started by creating a balanced mind. And that's what we're trying to do. And bring creativity back to life. We have to nurture a balanced mind. So how do we do that? Here's a picture of me. We give them something they can't dare ignore, he said modestly. We give them a memory that'll last them a lifetime. And most importantly, we motivate them with a high-caliber, engaging curriculum that makes more creative school days every day. Talia, what are we talking about?
The comic Bookmobile.
Go ahead.
Reaching Arizona kids through art stories and
Hashtag inspirational educational comedy show on wheels. I gotta work on that hashtag.
and a gorilla, I promise.
That's right. So tell them all about these people.
We got artists and writers and musicians and magicians.
That's right. This is just a few of the characters that we have in our entire group, of all the people that we've been networking with over the past few years, of all the artists, writers, musicians, and all that stuff. And a gorilla, as promised. And Aaron knows, I don't rent, I own. That's right. So here's what some of the things look like for our programs. So art and creativity, telling your life story. These are the basis of these are the basic prices, the low end prices of what some of these programs are standard across the board. So we're also going to be offering real important things like suicide prevention as well as bullying. That's where and anti-bullying. So that's where some of the real programs come into play.
And for cheaper budgets, our comic Bookmobile can travel school to school as a mobile library.
That's right. Because, oh man, blah, blah, blah. I would love to see it in every school. Superintendent Williams said that, and that's right, the superintendent of all Pima County. Not just the intendant, the superintendent. So we got to tell kids that it's got magical worlds out there, Hobbs, old buddy. And let's go exploring, that's right. So that's what we're trying to do. So here's some numbers, Talia.
We got over 50 schools in Tucson,
Yeah, that's not bad.
660 schools in districts in
not
Arizona, million students.
1 million students in over 2,000 schools. Look at that. That's what that equals. So 10 days of this program at our lowest budget at 14 and change is about 14,700. Change that music, Talia. Change that music for victory. That's right. So if you imagine that, that's 2 weeks. So in 1 month, that's 20 days. That would be about $30,000. So times that by 180 school days, that's $265,000 a year at our lowest rate, and that's just the appearance fee. So here's some competition in the market.
We have book fairs, storytellers, other educational entertainers, and Scholastic.
But we look at them as partners in the market, because who's not going to be upset? Who's going to be upset when their BFF, their best Frank Forever, shows up with his big fun, happy, crazy bus and makes an event better? Because I'm the secret sauce here, right, Talia?
No.
Aren't I the secret ingredients? What's going on?
No.
I'm on my way, kids. I'm coming. No, is it not me?
It's not you.
No, that's right, because that's right. It's the fine art of Miss Natalia Lopez, the multimedia art of Miss Natalia Lopez. It's the amazing coloring and storybooks that she's done, as well as the educational materials I've been making for years. So we've been making a custom curriculum for kids grades K through 12, all in comics of kids of any attitude, so we can have the curriculum grow with them. We've made a personalized experience for every school by teaching kids how to do comic strips all around town and all that. What's up, Kira? And all around town. Here's one of the things I learned the most from doing that, and I learned it from Captain YOLO. That's right. Kids don't know how to use rulers anymore. Oh my God, they're in 5th grade. They call it adulting. That's what's going on. It's terrible. Go ahead.
Oh, yes. We turn boring teachers into better teachers.
That's right, old man.
And we help busy teachers become happier teachers.
That's right. We lend the helping hands that these teachers need to be successful in the modern school system. So that's the scalability of all this, is basically being able to do the marketing and the licensing of these educational materials, including the tours, and that's how we're going to grow. We're going to create balanced minds by dipping into all these different funds that the school system has, whether it's funding for teacher enrichment, anti-bullying, or really important things like the suicide awareness and suicide prevention, because those are the things that really, help save lives. And art saved my life, and it saved Talia's too. I used to have stage fright. So the other way that we're going to get funding without dipping into those things and speeding up the process is by just having teachers be able to pool their resources, and also parents for some of our lower-ended products, because we know kids don't have money, and if kids did, what would they spend it on? The opposite of rulers. That's right. They'd spend it on that. I hate it the most. So where are we going to start, Talia?
We're going to start in Tucson year 1. Year 2, we're going to move our way up. And by year 3, we should cover all of Arizona.
That's right. That looks like a place I'd love to live. You know it the most. Because I love Tucson, and those kids are going to know that we're on our way. Because we're going to be making Saturday morning style programming with radio, television like you're watching right now, and also other new media with stuff and characters all across the way. There's a new Mr. Rogers in town. He may be a little louder, but he's making Tucson his neighborhood. So we take our art career really seriously, and that's one of the things. Don't fall for the suit. Don't fall for the suit. Me and Ty have been making headlines for years for all the art and events that we've been doing all over town. And all of this stuff, as well as partnerships with local businesses. Here's some of the traction we've got going. Talia, tell them about the traction.
But we have a monthly event at Bookmobile.
Look at her poking her head.
And booth at Tucson Comic-Con.
That's right. So we're having a big booth at Tucson Comic-Con. So that's coming up in a couple of months. Come to that. And also 99.1 FM. That's right. We're doing that right now. As well as, let's not forget what Super Nintendo Williams said. I would love to see it in every school. That's right. So let's also talk about quick the GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.com/bus.
That's
Raise
right.
over $2,000.
That's right. Woo! There's Frick. There he is. So it's GoFundMe.com/bus. We've raised almost $2,000. We've raised over $2,000 there already. So what does this mean for Tucson, Talia?
It means we're going to foster a new generation of artists, thinkers, and doers. In
no one's going to pull the plug on us tonight. There's no rush, Talia. We're just excited. That's right. So what that really means is it means a lot of freelance jobs for artists. For real, all these artists and performers.
I want to know what the first best joke of the pitch is now.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay? He knows the first best joke is, I don't rent, I own. That's the first best joke.
Okay.
So, that's right. It means a lot of freelance jobs for artists all around town that we'll be able to pay. And at those rates that we're charging, I'm going to pay top dollar. Because I'm going to get rid of exposure dollars. I'm going to pay artists $100 an hour to prove a point. That's what we're going to do. Because we want artists to know, local artists, to take care of business, and we're going to provide the business for them. So that's what we're going to do. Because when kids have creative ideas and have the ability to execute them, okay, we're going to be able to raise Arizona schools up in the entire industry, up in the entire market of all of our nationwide school system, because we're ranked at pretty much 45, 47 in the nation, and that's what we got to change. So what time is it, Talia?
The time is now.
You need the slide for that one too?
I'm writing stuff down.
That's right. So that's
Running
right.
this damn radio station.
Running the
right now.
radio show, Talia. That's right. I'm not looking back. All eyes forward. So that's the thing. So the time is now, and that's what we asked for. We asked for your vote. That's what we did. We also asked that you share the links. Go like, share, and subscribe on our Facebook. And let's ask for your vote, because remember, a vote for the Comic Bookmobile, that's a vote for Batman. That's right. So what do we get?
Standardized test equals standardized kids.
That's right,
We're going
Talia.
to turn this into this. We're going to empower kids to grow into creative, productive, and positive adults.
That's right. Toot toot, Tucson.
Comic Bookmobile,
Oh my-
drive creativity to your school.
Talia, vote Batman. That's
I am
right.
trying to run
That's
this damn
right.
radio station.
That's right. I'm juggling all the balls. Don't worry about it. You don't worry about it. I got them all up in the air. Dispense vigilante education. That's right.
I missed it
That's
all.
what we're going to do. It's a good time. So that's what we did, or at least that was the quick and dirty version of it. But that's what we did. So you can see the numbers are there, the comedy was there, but also the business is there. When people realized, I believe, that our business, because we didn't really show the math for that for several weeks during the program. And then so we said, like, hey, this is the average of what it costs. Thank you, Stacy. This is the average of what it costs, like as the lowest rate, times 180 days. Think about weekends, think about summers. And I looked at, and it was really funny to get these statistics. You know how some industries, like moving across the country, you want a quote, right? No one gives you a quote. The funny thing about a lot of these performers, a guy with just a guitar, a woman storyteller, just whatever it is, they have their entire process right now. Gas costs this much mileage, only 300 kids per class. We'll only do this, we only do that. 1 show, 2 shows. Because you can tell they are like sick and tired in a way of trying to explain how it all works. So they all have their mathematical systems out there. So I looked it up and they all are relatively the same. A lot of them think 300 kids at the max, this much mileage per gas, all this stuff. So it was easy to figure it out and see what people charge for this sort of stuff. And motivational speaking is a huge industry, as well as making educational resources. I don't know if any of you ever saw the Go Fish video at any job you've ever had that trained you, but those people would charge like $10,000 to provide that to like Trader Joe's or a corporation. And it was just this working template for how to motivate people to work together. So education tools work that way as well. Being able to license these educational tools will work as well as a big thing and get us more national exposure. Providing videos and stuff is how I'll always stay involved. But that's the thing. What's up, Ben? How you doing? I miss you. And that's some of the big idea of how this works. But just the appearance fees alone times 180 days, it's $250,000, and that's at our lowest rate, which is fascinating. And remember, some of those Bookmobile days, we'll be able to get that equivalent, because if a Bookmobile shows up for this many hours, we can do 2 schools in 1 day, which equals what the lowest rate is. So it's a full day of hanging out, but it's hanging out, putting on a fun show and reading and providing books and being a goof, you know? And speaking of that, like we just did the YMCA today. There was a YMCA at the Angel Youth Center YMCA, and we just had a book event. Everyone loves spinning the wheel. Everyone likes supporting the bus. It was fun to run into all the people. Fun to see Ross from ConsCon. And go check out Ross Dema's work. That's right, because I love Asbestos the Dragon. But we got to see all of them, and it was really fun. Old Pueblo Comics was there, as well as just some other friends. John Chihak, go check out the Bub Patrol on Kickstarter. But we did that, so that was fun today. But there, everyone was happy to see us. They saw, they saw that we succeeded. They saw everything was going on. And we have another event at Bookman's next week.
Yes.
So we have a Bookman's event next week. Do we have a comic out? Let me get a comic out. Natalia's on the radio show. I haven't even looked back once. It's After Hours with Natalia Lopez. So we got a Bookman's event. I don't even know if all these things show up backwards, but that's half the fun. Bookman's event. Perfect time, Mr. Eric Schock. Okay, so we got a Bookman's event next week, and then also a Bookman's event coming up in 2 weeks. But the Bookman's event next week, it stars Mr. Eric Schock. That's right. Evil Robo Comics, as well as Silly Monkey Comics with Thomas Keith. And all the people there, they're going to be reuniting and having a big fun day over at Bookman's next weekend. Come hang out then from noon to 3. Big event for the Comic Bookmobile. Big event having comic book companies from Tucson reunite and get to learn all about the people that are creating things, and some of the people that are doing a little more than your average bear around here. Okay, opening your own comic publisher and helping people publish their books. Pretty bold move, Mr. Eric Schock. That's right. So that's one of the things that's happening next Saturday. Come hang out with us then. Then 2 Saturdays after that, it's Early Ween on October 14th. We're going to have a Bookman's event. It's a second Saturday event. I believe I have something else. How do local artists who are interested in being part of this get in touch with us? Well, Kira, what they do is they message the Comic Bookmobile on Facebook at the Comic Bookmobile or at the Comic Bookmobile /ConstantCon on Facebook. That's a good way to do it. You can email us at ConstantConHQ gmail.com and just figure out all the details and we'll get you in there because that's what we're trying to do. We have a couple of new artists at this one, which is going to be great.
You should send samples of your work when you
Yes,
you
always send a
us.
link. Always send a link to your work. Otherwise, we're just going to say, that sounds great. Can you send us a link to your work? So always send a link to your work, and then this way you can get involved in all the Bookman's events and absolutely want to promote you, want to get you out there and get you involved and have you also meet all of the people in the community that you haven't met yet, because I get people from these events that then you're at their event and now we have a mixer and it's a great time, and that's how it all works. That's how you build your network, all right? Because what am I? That's right, I'm the network king. I'm a prince of promotion, the king of commotion. That's what I like to do. So this thing came out, and this was one of the things that I think did help us win, because I heard this from several people. Because here's the thing about doing that big show, all right? And this is what I do want to say, because I struggle with my overzealousness sometimes, right? Because sometimes people hate the suit, and that's the truth. When you have haters, you're doing something right, but man, sometimes it sucks having haters just because you're successful, just because you're trying real hard, or because you're in public a lot, or some people are like, where do you get the nerve? I don't know. So what we did is I produced this as a handout. It's the Daily Dilly Dally. It was a poster for these comics, an example of the inspirational comics that I'm going to make and provide to kids. So let me tell you about these inspirational comics I made. So I made this also for Tiny Town Times in conjunction with using it for this. I made a more G-rated version for this, for the kids. But what it is it's 8 comic strips that I made that have a linear story, but they all have their own punchline. Every comic strip has its own beat and punchline. Down the road, they all have their own title as if they are their own separate comics in 8 different styles and 8 different inking styles, different fonts for each, not 8 fonts, but different fonts for each one. And it's me waking up, to me taking a shower, to me getting dressed, to me starting after hours of Frank Powers. And that even coming from backstage. Like, it has this kind of fun linear story that doesn't matter to the entire thing. But if you're really paying attention, you'll notice that that's what this is. And it's an entire motivational comic that's going to get you free templates to do our books or to do your strips so that you can do them, as well as then, you just to motivate you and get some of the measuring out of the way. Because sometimes I know that's what stops people is setup. Sometimes that's one of the things that really puts a stop to us getting started. And so I made all the templates for you, all the measuring is there, and whatever. And you can even see how much I care, because how it ends. Because that's what it is, that you can do it. I believe in you. That's the idea. I believe in you, and I like to put the spotlight on you. That's right, because after I was Frank Powers by your BFF, and I love you. That's right, I love you. Bye-bye, there you go. So that's the thing. Spoiler alert, there's the ending. But so I have all those I'm passing out. I'm going to make those into motivational posters, into colored versions. But it's nice to find a new direction for some of my artwork. And now, the fun thing is that with some of this, with what I just said in that presentation, it was about being the new Mr. Rogers, right? Because I don't believe in some of that. I believe that I'm allowed to be a person, to have 2 sides, to have morning and night, okay? Day man and night man, But, because George Carlin was the conductor, and remember, every filthy comic from the 80s got a Saturday morning radio show. All right, look what they did to Ice Cube and Ice-T. People like to get a guy and say he used to be filthy and dirty and vulgar and whatever. Let's clean him up and make him spotless. So I'm not worried about my past with certain characters, because also I'm going to use these characters because, just like I told you, it's a scalable curriculum. So even though a lot of this sounds like it's going to work for kids in elementary schools, I also want to travel to high schools as well. And it's the same type of curriculum, but it's geared toward kids, in 13, 14, 15 to 18, right? Or grades 12, 11, 10, 9, right? Freshmen to seniors. So that's the idea, is that I can use Pissed Off Panda for stuff like that. And it's going to be hilarious when I use Pig Venus for sex ed comics. Ha ha ha! Comedy Gold, that's going to get those kids to learn all about, like, what, STDs and stuff like that with Pig Venus. Adorable. So that's one of the things. You got to get their attention. Comedy Gold, that's how you get them. So that's some of the idea. So I get to grow my brand. It gives me a direction for the characters. I can use them kind of like Goofus and Gallant, and use them for educational purposes, which is really going to be fun. It's kind of gotten me more pumped to create, and gives me real... Oh, I got Pissed Off Panda shirts for days. You need a Pissed Off Panda shirt? I'll bring it to you. What size are you? You let me know. $15. That's what they cost. I might have you hook up, Aaron. I might have you hook up. But then again, it's business. You never know. So, but that's some of what's going on with that, is that I get to still use my characters. Okay. Medium, you got it. That might be a tall order. Let me see if I got mediums. Actually, I got mediums. Mediums are always the burden of any type of material. It is a steal, thank you. Mediums are always a weird burden, because you either always have mediums or you never have mediums. It's always this thing.
Isn't that the same thing with smalls?
Sometimes, yeah. But at the same time, we make to order because Talia's got that vinyl cutter. So that's one of the cool things about it, is that I don't have to turn my back on my characters to worry about my past. I get to use that for the older kids, and then I think that actually helps for a broader thing. No one really does that. Everyone is either going to be hokey, you know, I'm only playing for kids, and I think that the high school people might be a bit more serious. I think that the mix of everything, and I think I can do that. If you go into a bookstore, we're going to have the Comic Bookmobile booth at the Comic-Con, just like a bookstore. Kids and whatever, teen to adult. That's it. Just this wall's that, this wall's that. That's all it is. Nothing wrong with that. So I think we can do that because guess what? It's all about balance. Balanced mind, balanced education. So that's what we're trying to do. And I think the very idea of this is my plan and my plot. I'm going to do this for years. Tucson's my home. So the idea that a kid in 7th grade, 5 to 6 years later, might see me again and now they're older and I can help them and they'll remember. They're going to have these flagpole moments in their life, because that was one of the things we found from the research. And we found that from the superintendent, was it is a real problem today. Kids are really having a problem with identity, creativity, individuality. It's huge. It's an epidemic. It's the thing we said, you know? So it's tough to deal with, to see that happening. And even when I was going to college recently, I noticed that some of the underclassmen, they were very underdeveloped and they seemed like 13-year-olds, even though they're 18. They were all a little stunted. And there was a genderlessness to things, which is different, you know, and that's nothing wrong with that. But there was an identity problem, and it was interesting. And there was an individuality problem, and certainly a new idea problem. A lot of them are like, my idea is I'm going to make Pokemon something. A lot of them are obsessed with fan art, and it's like, what about original art? And then they couldn't help but make it Pokemon. And it's like, you have to stop. You have to make it your own. And they have a tough time pulling themselves out of the identity that they've built based on their characters, because that's this thing I realized a long time ago. It's a psychological thing. When I was younger, if you insult wrestling, wrestling's fake, I would literally get so mad because I'm wrestling. You're insulting me. That's who I am, right? And that's how you are when you're younger. When someone says something about your favorite thing, you defend it because it's you. More recently, if you remember last year, Suicide Squad was coming out, that movie. It gets panned on Rotten Tomatoes, right? And they get to see it a week before anyone else. So what happens is, a petition goes up to ban Rotten Tomatoes a week before any of these kids saw the movie. 50,000 signatures saying, take down Rotten Tomatoes because they're wrong and they're mean and they're wrong. Because you did not insult Suicide Squad. You insulted Harley Quinn. Do you know how many girls and kids identify today as Harley Quinn? That's who they are. What's up, Eddie? Okay, that's who they are. They identify like that. So you're insulting them, you're insulting their identity. What up, Will? You're insulting who they are. And that's what it is. So kids have a tough time. They build their identities around a lot of these fictional characters now and their properties, because you just grow up wearing this stuff. I mean, it's insane. And again, take it from a super insane collectomaniac who kind of had to, you know, rip that thing away. I was addicted to collecting and being a shopaholic. It's a thing about identity. So it's something to notice. It's something to notice, and that's what I did notice about a lot of these kids. So we have to help them create original characters again and show them how to do it. You can create a comic strip about a cat. You can't do a Garfield strip comic. You know, you can't do a Garfield comic strip. So that's a big lesson to teach, and that's what I'm going to try. What up, Will? Hi, guys. That's what I'm going to try and really emphasize for the kids, is to give them examples and give them permission. That's another psychological thing. People need permission to succeed. I don't know why, but they do, and I'm going to give them the permission that they need. Because like I said, I found the formula. I found the formula for success for kids and inspiring people. You know what it is? I told you about it in school. I told you about it a while ago. Here it is. People do not believe it themselves at the bottom, right? It's a wheel. People don't believe in themselves. People believe in me. That's what I've been working on for years. They seem to believe in me, and that's what you want, all right? And then I believe in them at the top of the wheel. I believe in them. And then they believe in themselves, and then they go. And they're out, and they've completed it. And now they've come completely full circle to believing in themselves, and that's what it is. And it knocks that other one out of the way. And that's how it works, then all of a sudden there's no looking back. That's why you'll hear people and celebrities talking about, or I met a celebrity this time when I was a kid, an acting schooler at this thing, and he said, you know what, you've got it. Just do this and don't look back. And from then on, I was just able to do it. And they got permission from someone they looked up to, and it unlocked this ability for themselves to do it. So that's the idea, is that some people, if you believe in someone, write them a letter, write them a note, get them to look at what you're doing, and then they're going to tell you that they believe in you most likely. What's up, Sarah? Talk about someone I believe in. All right? We should even play Don't Stop Believing next. Did we play Don't Stop Believing yet?
Yeah, I think that happened.
All right, so we even already played by Journey. We played a cover of Don't Stop Believin', so it's great. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Pretty wild.
We didn't. Wait a minute.
Did we not?
I'm looking.
Let's do that one next, and then we'll jump back on the radio. Because it's been a minute. It's been a minute. What time are we at?
Simply the best.
Yes. Yes, it's been a minute. So, heck yeah. So things have been great. I mean, it's really been one of the craziest weeks. Hard work. I'm going to post the videos. You can go watch. But go watch the video of us winning. Some people posted. I'm going to post it too. Probably Monday. I want to make the sound better. But yeah, we won. It was a great big moment. We're jumping up and down. Talia can't believe it.
We did play it already.
Okay, that's fine. Talia couldn't believe it. So Talia, let's go. Talia, I want to interview Talia. Talia right now. Talia, tell us about what it was like to win the big event. Talia, tell us what it was like to win the big event, because again, everyone really liked seeing your reaction.
Yeah, they like seeing me cry.
We won, and Talia just goes, woo! And walked in slow motion and could not, and that was it.
I was prepared for them to say the Vista Scan people won.
Yeah.
And I was gonna run into the back and cry my face off.
Is that what you were doing?
I cried.
She was kind of hiding in the back. Is that what you were kind of hiding in the back?
Yeah, that's what
really
I was hiding in the back.
No, I was expecting it, and then like you're waiting. And so one of those things you're waiting for, that just like your eyes, if you're looking real hard, something can burn in there. I can hear how he said it. He's just like, the comic book mobile. Yeah! And everyone went nuts. Like the winner is the comic book mobile. Yes! And here was one of the amazing things. I forget what the term is. We won by a factor of something. The deck is something. But it meant we won by a factor of 10. So all the people that came, I was a little nervous about doing this thing. And you could watch my last episode. Because I was nervous about inviting people. And I said, vote with your heart. If you see something else there that you think is better, or you care about dogs, or you care about this or that, vote for that instead. Vote for an order of magnitude. Thank you, Sarah. So I won by an order of magnitude. That meant times 10. So that meant that whoever was like second had like 6 votes, and we had 60. Like we were 10 times more than the next runner. So we had it. It was a landslide in a way. It was mind-blowing. And some people even afterwards, they came and said, we knew we weren't going to win, so we voted for you, which meant a lot from some of the people in your class. Because that's, it's nice when people really support you, And even though people called us the front runner a lot of the times, it's not like we won the weekend. It's not automatic that the art kids win.
Okay, this is ending. Do we want to get on? Or?
So let's jump on and let's talk about all the songs we just played.
I'll read all the damn songs.
And play us a different. Oh, I got some. Oh yes, that's right. Winning. There you go. Let's play this one behind us. This is Rush. This is One Little Victory by Rush. Heck yeah, a little victory for us all. So, Miss Natalia Lopez, first of all, let me just remind you, listen to KTDT-LP Tucson. It's Tucson's underground radio station, the antidote to corporate radio. We're live streaming over on my Facebook page. Go add me to friends. It's just Frank Powers. No fancy radio station name or Facebook page. Just go add me to friends. It's your BFF. It's your best Frank forever. That's right. So, Talia,
yes.
What did we just listen to? Let me get you. Go talk in the microphone, Talia. Got you. There it is. I got you all the way up there.
There we go.
So, all about what we did. We're winning. We're winning events. It was a great time. That's right.
So many things.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. Now, I don't know if this is legal or not. I think it is. I think I'm allowed because I myself, like I've said, I'm an underwriter of the radio station, the Comic Bookmobile. So let's read a read. Here's a read that other people read on the station sometimes. Local cartoonist and big nerd Frank Powers is creating the... I'll tell you what, Talia, can you read this ad? Talia, you read this ad, so I'm not reading my own name.
Okay. Local cartoonist and big nerd Frank Powers is creating the Comic Bookmobile. Frank is raising money all over Tucson for the Comic Library on Wheels that will be driving creativity, comics, and educational comedy to schools throughout Pima County. You can support the Comic Bookmobile at GoFundMe.com/bus. And remember to like, share, and subscribe for updates at Facebook.com/thecomicbookmobile. Toot toot Tucson.
Hey!
Yay!
How about a little emphasis on that toot toot Tucson?
Toot toot Tucson.
That's right, toot toot baby. I love you. I love Tucson the most. Good night, Eddie. So,
hi, Eddie.
That's Eddie on the live stream. Eddie Morano, amazing digital painter, digital color. Sarah's on there. Sarah Olson, Will Sizemore's watching the live stream. Got all my friends watching the live stream. It's a good time. Heck yeah. So that's what we're talking about. We are talking about that. We won a competition, and we got a bunch of cool stuff. Office space, a bunch of Amazon business stuff. People are going to make some website stuff for us. We're going to get some graphic design, some videos on Facebook, some Facebook video ads. That's the prize we won. We didn't win any money at this event. Some people thought we won money at this event. No. But the prize package is all this business. We even won office space downtown. So actually, that's the big news. So we lost Constant Con's brick and mortar a little while ago, right? But now we're back, and we're back a block away. So now now I have office space back downtown. I love being downtown. It's my favorite thing. So now I get to have all the cheeseburgers again. But no, I got to lay off the cheeseburgers. But I love being downtown. I'm back downtown, and that's amazing. I won my spot back downtown. I won office space back downtown. It's crazy. So tell them about the songs. All about winning. That's what we're doing tonight. We're celebrating. It's a victory.
Lot of songs.
It's a lot of songs, so give it to them.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the latest and end with the oldest. All right, so we just listened to Simply the Best by Keurig and Piotr. I can't even say the name. Then we got You're the Best Around by Hailstorm. We Will Rock You by Wymona. Fame, and this is the 80s Fame. I'm
Gonna Live Forever
by Shockfront.
Yeah.
Then we got Jordan doing Don't Stop Believin'. Eye of the Tiger by Jonathan Young.
Yes.
Two Steps from Hell, Victory. Cake, The Distance by Jason Jones.
Well, a cover of Cakes, The Distance.
Cover of Cakes, The Distance. Maybe that's doing Victory.
Here, take a tour. I'm going to give my live stream a tour of the radio.
And then we heard the Superman theme by John Williams.
That's right. We started off with Superman.
But there were a couple songs we didn't do before that. We did double take of In This Moment, cover of Creep, and a cover of In the Air Tonight. And then we started off this whole thing by Winning by Charlie Sheen and Song of Five.
Yeah, that was was a weird remix of Charlie Sheen's Insane Lunatic Rants from back in the day. What a good time. So, you know what, speaking of winning as well, since 2005, Bisbee Breakfast Club has been a hometown favorite, serving up great breakfast, tasty lunches, homemade desserts, and fresh roasted coffee to locals and visitors alike. BBC serves breakfast and lunch all day, 7 days a week, with an early bird and rotating daily specials. Locally owned and operated, Bisbee Breakfast Club now offers 3 locations in Tucson at Broadway Village, Sunrise and Swan, and Ina Road. You can find them on Facebook or go to BisbeeBreakfastClub.com for more info and put a bit of Bisbee in your day. There you go. So, yep, that's what we've been doing. So, heck yeah, go check us out on my live stream. Like I said, go add me to friends. I'm your best Frank forever. It's Frank Powers. It's Miss Natalia Lopez hanging out in the studio after hours with Frank Powers every Saturday night with you, playing all the funny stuff I like, lots of video games, movie songs, and all that sort of thing. We're always having fun on a Saturday night. So, it just went past midnight about 20 minutes ago. I hope everyone's out there partying, having a fun Saturday night, feeling good about life and everything like that. We're riding high, I'd say. So, Talia, what do you want to play next? What do you think? I want to keep the winning going.
Okay, well, we got a lot of things.
Do you want to do, did we do this one?
No, we have not, but I had a better version of that song.
Oh, did that?
With Green,
No, I didn't like the Green Day one.
You didn't? Okay.
No, let's play this. So again, it's after hours. I like to do the late night stuff. So let's go check in with Jimmy Fallon, fellow late night guy. So it's Jimmy Fallon and the Roots doing, I believe, an a cappella version of We Are the Champions. So let's go do that. It's 99.1 FM Downtown Radio. More fun songs coming for you. Lots of fun, lots of entertainment, lots of good times. I love you. Toot toot Tucson. Woohoo! A cappella version. Yay! Good night, Aaron. Good night. And I think that might be good night for us. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you keeping up with us and keeping up with me. We won! We won the day. What a big good time. It was great. I really appreciate it, Talia. Let me also say this, Talia. I really appreciate you the most.
I appreciate you.
Right? Heck yeah. We've been doing a good job. That's why I thanked her in my graduation speech. That's why you've been changing my life. She's the reason Constant Con was open for as long as it was and let me get through school. She's the reason that we won. I would not have won on my own at all. There's no way. I'm not sure if some of you realize this, but some people think I'm a bit much. So Natalia balances it out, makes the creative mind, the balanced mind that helps the unbalanced mind. But yep, that's what it is. So dreams are coming true. I feel good about it. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this one thing. I want to do this one thing. I wanted to do this on the night. Now we're going to do it right now. We're going to do a little thing. You remember what we're going to say? Where are we going? Don't say it out loud. Right?
Okay.
So what are we going to do? Here we go. Here we go. Frick, how's it going, Frick? Hey, buddy, how's it going, Frick? All right. Frick, take the camera. Take the camera. All right, I got it here. Give me the camera. Give me the... All right, I got it. I got the... Hang on. Hang on. All right.
God.
Hello, there we go. I got the camera. All right, Frank, Natalia, you just won the big event. You just won Thrive Setup Tucson. What are you gonna do? We're going to Sesame Street. Woo! That's where we're going to go. Let's hope the dream comes true. Heck yeah. Because you know what? I think I know the way. I think I know the way. Thanks, Frick. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Tucson Toot Toot. I love you. We'll see you later. Bye, baby. Woo! Comic Bookmobile for life. Yes.